Hi everybody, today we're going to see how I draw Love Ranger. And I'm going to first start off with a quick sketch, try to figure out a good pose for him real fast. I know you can't see this, but this is more for me to figure out where I'm putting him. Let me make sure I get everything in the camera too, because sometimes I fall off. And I just want to make sure I put him in a good pose, or at least where we can see everything, right? Let's see. Always the two belts, or at least the old ones. For some reason, well, no, not for some reason. Back when they were designing all these, it starts off with a template, and then they design from the base model. And their base models seem to have two belts. Yeah, that's cool, you know. But after drawing them over and over again, you start to see that, oh, okay, it's that guy again. And so there's always the same style of two belts, the shin protectors, and then the shoe lace protectors. It was a cool design, cool idea, but now I kind of laugh at it every time because I always got to draw those shoe protectors. And it's just the way it was designed. Kind of silly, kind of fun, and it just makes me laugh. Okay, so let's see. How about we just draw his hand out like this? Draw the other one, pretty much the same thing. I'm going to have it out. How about we draw fingers this time? I'm just going to have him with his hand out. He's giving you a hug for Valentine's Day. Aww. How sweet. Let's see. And this one I'm going to make into a fist. Okay. I guess we'll do the wings too, right? Let's see. We're going to do... How about... Since it's our drawing, we can do it how we want. Now do the wings out like that. Okay. Okay, let me do a few more little details for the face, just so I can make sure I get it right. And then we'll get started. Yeah, or you'll be able to see. I've already gotten started, right? Let's see, how am I going to teach you how to do curly hair? We'll just do like that, little whippies. Okay, so I think we're about ready to start. And I will switch over to some Sharpies. I'm going to start off with a thinner Sharpie, the Sharpie pen, so you can see what I'm doing here for the detail of the face. Then I'm going to switch over to the fine point Sharpie. You're welcome to draw with the pencil if you like, but I'm going to do Sharpie so I can color it a little bit later. Okay, so I'm going to start with a couple of eyes. I know where they are for my sketch. I'm just going to draw a couple of almonds, right? Right across from each other. It doesn't matter if they look like this, or if they're close, or if they're far apart. You draw how you draw. This is how I draw. I'm just helping you figure this stuff out. So let's give him some eyebrows like this. Kind of bring it down like that for the bridge of his nose. He's got a prominent nose, so I'm going to do that. And let's give him some lips. So first I'm going to draw the smile. Then I'm going to kind of color in the top lip like that, just for color, or just for shading because it's dark. So I'm going to do the bottom lip like this, but not touch. It just kind of implies that there's something there, right? So now I can move on to the rest of him, and I'm going to switch over to my bigger Sharpie, just to so it'll stand out more and you can see it better. And it's going to be a little thicker for the rest of him. So let's draw his chin, and since I know where that's going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in like that, and then I can build from there. So I'm going to kind of straight out and then up, because he's got a very prominent chin line. A little lump for an ear. We'll draw the whole ear over here. Do the same thing. We're going to go down and pretty much straight, very chiseled, you know, very manly man. Okay, so I'm going to start about right there for his hair, and I'm just going to kind of do like that, and then draw a little curly Q over like that. Do another one there, and draw the top of his head, and it's kind of parted on the side, so we'll draw that part real light like that. So I'm going to come in on the side. I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of draw some curlicues, some curly hair. Not too bad, but just something to imply there's curls, right? So I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to go up like this, like that, and do a little bit of whippies, and there you go. I'll come back later on, add just a few more little details with the finer Sharpie, and then you'll see a little bit better. So let's give him a neck, like that. He's got big, muscly, I can't remember what that's called, but the little triangle between your neck and your shoulder when you got the big old muscles. And see this cloth wrap, whatever he's got right here, that's out front, so I'm going to go ahead and draw that first. So since I know where that edge is there, I'm going to start there. I'm going to just draw like that. That's the part that's going to go over his shoulder. Then I'm going to continue it down to about right there and draw like that. And then it's held on by a kind of circular little metal piece, and I'm going to draw the other side of it there. So I know it's going to be like that just for my sketch. So that means I know where I can draw this other line like this. And I'm going to draw creases in the material, okay? So I'm going to come back and do like that. Do another one like that. Go ahead and connect it. And do the final side like this. And now it looks like that. So now I can draw the other part, the part that's holding it together, because it's on the inside, right? So I'm going to do like that. And then I'm going to follow it right on the edge one more time. Super close. And that'll give me that edge, okay? So now that that's out of the way and everything else is going to be underneath that, we can draw the rest of it. Ooh, let's do some creases over here too. Just some quick little whoop, boop, boop, boop. Just something like that, you know? Just to show that the material is bent and creased, okay? You can do it like that or do it however you want. You're just implying the idea, okay? So let's draw the rest of him. Let's go ahead and draw his body here so then we can build off the arms. So I'm going to draw his waist up to his chest like that. And I'm not going to go all the way. I'm just going to stop it there. I'm going to do the same thing over here, but I'm going to draw a pec, okay? Like that. Little pectoral muscles. He's going to have another one over here going like that. So now I can draw this going down, and that's about where his belt's going to be. So let's draw his arms. Let's go ahead and do this one. We're going to draw the shoulder to the bicep, and then his forearm like this. I'm going to stop there because that's where his glove is. And I'm going to go ahead and end it. Do the other side, pretty much almost the same thing like that, right? So now let's draw his gloves. I'm going to come down, go in just a little bit. Same thing, go in just a little bit. In this hand, I'm going to draw like this, okay? So you see how that's going to be? That's pretty much what we're drawing. So we're going to draw this part here. So I'm going to come up and over for the thumb. See, it's like that. And then I'm going to bring it back in. And it's going to go down like that. So now I know where the edges of the fingers are going to be. And since it's like this, some of the fingers are behind the thumb. So the finger, first finger, is definitely behind it. And the next one, I'm just going to draw a big old sausage like that, draw another one like that, and draw the pinky in like that. Okay, so now we're just going to draw this part. We're going to come in, and there you go. That's pretty much it. We'll go ahead and do a little bit more detail like this, but that's pretty much all you got to do. Pretty simple. And he has the little wrist communicator that everybody has. They never use them, but they're in the design. Pretty much like I was telling you with the other stuff that's standard. That's just how the design was. Multiple belts, shoelace protectors, wrist communicator. It's a design. It's never used, but it looks cool. So let's go ahead and do the other arm. Let's do the shoulder. Going to come over like this, and that's where I'm going to start the bicep. Bicep's going to go down into the forearm and stop right about there for the glove. Same thing, I'm going to draw the back of the arm, the elbow, back of the forearm, stop right about there for the glove. And I'm going to have the hand out, splayed out like this. And since I've got the sketch, I know where it's going to be, but since you can't see what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of give you an idea. I'm going to hit the thumb right there, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky. And that's where they're going to hit, right? Then I'm going to come inside right about there, okay? That's just going to give you an idea of basically how I'm going to follow it. So let's draw the glove, which is like that. Let's go ahead and close it off. So now I'm just going to follow this. So you can follow me. You're going to draw the top of the thumb like that. You're going to bring it in, do the top finger. I'm just going to pretty much just connect those little dots that I drew. And then bring it back into the side of the hand and go in like that. And that's pretty much the hand. Let's see. Let's go ahead and draw the belts. He's got multiple belts. Let's draw this one like this. And then we're going to close that off like this for the other belt. And draw the bottom of it like this. And he has belt buckles. Woo! Couldn't think of the word. Like that. We'll go ahead and just draw a belt buckle like this. And oops, that came over. But you know what? Don't worry about it. That's okay. This is our drawing. We're going to give it our style. If anyone ever says, that's not supposed to be there, say, well, let me see yours. Because this is mine. And this is how you do it. So always be proud of what you did. Don't worry about any mistakes or anything like that. Okay, so let's draw his legs. Let's draw the side here. It's going to come out. Poof in a little bit. And then like that. And I always like to do little things like that. That's a crease of his pants, you know, so that's why I kind of do that stuff when I draw, just making it look like material. Okay, so I know the middle of his pants are about right there, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to poof it out just a little bit and come down, and then I'm going to draw his shin protector here. So I'm going to draw a line straight across, kind of something like this. Then bring it down, bring it down. And he has pants behind this, so we're going to go ahead and kind of draw a little something like that, okay? And let's go ahead and draw the other leg before we draw the foot, too. So we're going to come down from the side here, like that, and it's going to poof out a little bit, like we said. And that's going to stop there because that's where I'm going to have his shin protector. So let's draw the back of the leg since we know where that's going to be. I'm going to bend the material out like that, and I'm going to bend the material out. You know what? I don't want to confuse you. Let me do this. Since we got there, let's draw that front shin protector like that one there. So we're going to start from where we know this edge is here. We're going to come across like that. We're going to kind of come out, in, back out, and then back down. Do kind of the same thing like that. Just slight, not as big. And then come straight down and connect it there. And so this one has straps going all the way across. So we're going to do like that and color that in, and that's why I did that crease in there. So this is the material on the inside, and you do like that, and so now I can draw the rest of his boot. Okay, and okay, so I don't want to confuse you. So there is that right there. Okay, so let's draw his lace protectors. I'm going to draw a line across like that and down, like that. And here it's going to be pretty much a big thing like that. And that's going to be where it connects on the shoe. Okay, so here we're going to draw the toe down to the foot, toe down to the bottom of the foot, and then I'm going to come across and up. Okay, so that means we're also going to come across and like that. And let's draw some treads like they always have. And this doesn't have to be anything exact. See, I'm just kind of like noodling. It's just implying treads, right? He's got a little pack over here. Kind of draw like that with the flap over. And he's got straps that are holding it on. Like that. And we're going to draw his wings and add a little bit more detail with that finer pen in a second, okay? So let's go ahead and draw his wings, and I'm going to do them like this. Over like that, and kind of out all dramatic style, right? And it's kind of behind his arm so you can't see it, so we'll just say it's like this, and we'll just remember that it's following this line here. So we're just going to go and then start there and connect it. Okay, and we're going to imagine this is the same way, but because it's facing you, it's kind of up like that, down, and back up like that, and that'll be his wing. Okay, so let me add just a few little tiny details, and then we'll be finished up here. So I'm just going to add just like a little bit of style to it. So I'm going to kind of do that just to make it look like it's really with hard edges, you know. But the most important thing what I want to do is his hair. That's the one thing I wanted to add just a little bit more detail to, just to give you guys some coloring tips or coloring areas. Okay. Or not even coloring tips or areas, just style. This is all about doing style and how you design. Because the people that design this, they have their own style and they have their own look. And that's what got them their jobs to design these in the first place. So you just start doing this stuff just to do what makes you happy. So it's not too much here, just adding different things just to make it look cool. So when you show your friends, it's a little different than what anybody else does because this is yours. This is how you do it. So now let's add color, and I'll show you all the other details that are in there. But for now, that is Love Ranger. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.